fan, and you know what it is, guys. Smash the likes and subscribe. Get in. It's the watch along, and of course, guys, we're going to be taking in Manchester United as we take on West Ham at home. It's going to be an interesting one, and the team sheets are out, guys. So let's get in. Let's take it in. Let's see who's on the starting lineup. Shout out to Irish Petty in the building. Big up my brother. And guys, please help your brother out. Let YouTube know you subscribe to my content. You know what I mean? Smash the likes, subscribe, check the notification bell just to make sure it's set to all. That way you get all the news, you get all the notifications. Of course, more and more streams to come. Your boy is back. Of course, another year around the sun. No birthday stream. But you know what, guys? Man United is back. We are back. Shout out to Fred, the Red MUFC in the building. 4-1 to United. Shea Lacey to get on and score. I like the sound of that, my brother. I like the sound of that. The game would be starting, as you can see, for me. I'm in Deutschland, so 2,100 hours. But for you guys, it's going to be 2,000 hours. But for that, let's get into the starting lineup. I think that's much more interesting. Let's make this the big screen so you guys can see what's happening here. It's an interesting time. So let's make this the big screen. You guys can clearly see. Let me remove Fred's comment. Big up, my brother. The starting lineup is out, of course. Matthias Cunha starts today in the 10. On the left, Mbumo. On the right, Zirkzee up top. It's a creative front line. Let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to be the key man? Let me know in the chat. Mazraoui on the left wing back, Fernandez, Casemiro, and Amad Diallo, where he belongs, right wing back. You know what I'm saying? Shaw, Heaven, and Delo. That means, you know what? Delit maybe did not pass his fitness test. Eden Heaven steps in. I don't think it's a bad idea. This youngster is a no-nonsense centre back. He's good on the ball, trustworthy. He's a guy that will put his life on the line to defend the goal. We've seen his performances before. Nothing to worry about, guys. And we should be getting the win at home. Of course, guys, it's going to be an interesting one. Very interesting as we face the starting lineup of West Ham. Of course, Wilson up front, Sosek, Bowen, and Fernandez is their attacking lineup. Magassa, Potts in their pivot. Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Todibo, and Diouf are their back four. Areola is in goal. Of course, he comes up against Lamens for us. Lamens, who's coming off some good saves, good performances, of course, since signing from the Belgium club. And of course, you guys, Royal Antwerp has to be missing this youngster. I told you guys from the beginning he was always going to be signed at the end of the transfer window, and so he is. I told you guys he's a talented goalkeeper, but he's going to need some time. He's shown that quality. Of course, guys, there's more to come. Transfer window is about to open. Man United is still looking. There are interest. Of course, we know Stiller is there. Joe Gomez in an option. Even possibly a Believer swing. There was reports that we are no longer interested in Believer, but let's see how it goes. And of course, Antoine Semenyo to secure that left wing back option as an attacking winger on the left side who can also provide some coverage defensively. I think that will be the balance Man United is looking for. Let's see how it shapes up. But of course, the bench, Shea Lacey's on the bench, guys. Let's see what's happening there. And of course, as we listen to see what's happening, it gets even more interesting. And the Manchester United manager is speaking. Of course, we will have to mute that for a second because that's not what you want to hear. Of course, let's get into what's going on with what's really on the menu. And it's the starting lineup, guys. Of course, we spoke about that. Up next, let's see what happens. Who comes out on top? Of course, hopefully Manchester United will be the team to come out on top. But guys, it'll get even more interesting if we don't get ourselves on the score sheet. It's going to be very disappointing. I expect United to score the first goal in this game. There's nothing stopping us from taking control of this game very early and showing our dominance, guys. The reason why I say that is because, Manchester United, as usual, is going to be a dominant force. And at home, we expect top performances. Of course, nothing less than the best. And of course, guys, we'll be seeing what goes on, who's going to be our key performers. Of course, I'm looking at Joshua Zirkzee to show up big. A lot of guys would be saying Matthias Cunha would be our key player coming back into the team, showing why he would be missed. I hope to see a performance from all our attackers. And Bumo hasn't had the last 2 games of that he had for the first 10. Hopefully, he can find that form with the partnership of Amad Diallo back on the right wing back with him. Of course, Dallo will be providing that overlap there. Let's see how that performance goes. We know Dallo is not the most secure guy sometimes. He's good going forward, sometimes good defensively. It's hard to say when he'll be both in the same game. So let's hope for a game that he plays out of his skin today. One of those times where he performs really, really well. Shout out to Jack Reacher in the building as we get warmed up. Your boy is here. Brand new kid in the building, of course. Birthday gifts rolled in. You know how it goes, guys. You know how it goes. You know. Let's see, guys. I'm excited for this game, of course. I wanted to start the stream 20 minutes earlier, but was unable to do so because, I got home late. It's that time. Back to work. No more vacation. Greece was a time we'll be sharing with the members. Posted very soon, if not tomorrow night. So you guys can see a little bit of what I saw in Greece. Just a few fun photos, guys. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I'll be dropping it on tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Of course, we'll be discussing a lot more transfer talk as it heats up as we go into the transfer window. It's December, of course, and January comes around the corner. We need to be prepared because we need to get all what we must because the transfer window is where it is, guys. You know what I mean? If we want to keep pace and make sure that we have that chance, there's been some players, Amad Diallo speaking out, Mpumo speaking out about a possible title charge. When they disappear for the 6 games, when they go to AFCON, it's going to be interesting to see how Man United fare. Of course, Jay Lacey will be expected to be filling a gap among other youngsters who are expected to come into the team and provide their quality and show why they deserve a chance. Continuing the red legacy. You know what I mean, guys? It's always been a thing to promote the youngsters, and we always have a talented bunch. No more talented than this bunch coming through right now, I would say, in a long time. These are very young, very, very capable talents. So we'll see how that goes. Amarim had that year. Of course, last season wasn't the best. A lot of us, like myself, will be disappointed. Shout out to Jack Reacher again. But guys, it's one of those things where we will have to see how the season progresses. Of course, the performances have been decent. Not exactly the consistency that we were expecting, but still, I think performances that will keep us in and amongst the top 6. If this continues past January, certainly the improvement has to be there, and we would have to be holding ourselves up and accountable, especially those of us heavily critical of the manager. But left to be seen. The time will tell, and of course, the performances will show the story. So let's see if we went too soon, and this manager rewrites it for us in front of our faces, or maybe it is what it was. Not the best situation, but the situation that is at hand. You know what I mean, guys? It's difficult to say, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things where I would say we must we must forge ahead. You know what I mean? There's no time and no point in dilly-dallying in the past. It's been done. You can't get it back. There's no do-overs. You can only forge ahead. So as we get ready for this game, guys, it's about to start. The guys are already lining up. They're walking out on the pitch right now. Focus looks Joshua Zirkzee. Nervous speaks about Bowen, but he's a trouble man. Will he be the key for them? Or will it be a Manchester United player, guys? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to please comment on your danger man. Who's going to be the danger in this game? Who are your key players, of course? Let me know. As I can say to you guys, it only gets more interesting from here. Bruno Fernandez, El Capitan Supreme, is there. Of course, San Laments flanks him, Casemiro there. Lots of experience around the young GK. But that's to show how much is expected of him. And of course, we expect big performances from him as well. It's going to be what it is. Cunha will be our biggest threat. I can see a goal or two from him today, says Fred the Red. Fred the Red in the building with a big statement, of course. He knows I might slightly disagree. I think Joshua Zirkzee is going to be a big factor. Of course, the performance of Bruno Fernandes today is going to be more important than ever before. But I'm stand to be corrected. And if Cunha shows up to be that man of the match performance with the goal or two that Fred is saying, we will certainly give him lots of flowers. You will certainly hear that coming from me. Shout out to you guys in the building. Gonna surprise MU? Nah. United's gonna deal with this challenge. It's not gonna be one of those things where you're gonna have to worry too much. Trust me, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to sound cocky or overconfident, but I think Man United certainly has put in work and deserves to win this game tonight. With the performances that we've been have going forward, I would say more of the same, more of the same. And of course, I expect a big performance from Casemiro tonight because we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. Dallo is on the left wing back, Mazarari right centre back. I think that's the right move. Having Mazarari on the right of Eden, and of course Shaw on his left. He's going to be flanked by experience and of course protected by Casemiro. So let's see how it goes. Nuno Espirito Santo is no coach to trifle with. Of course, we all saw what he did with Tottenham Forest last season. But this is West Ham. And this is not his time. This is Manchester United's time, guys. So while we'll be facing Aaron Bissaka, who will be going to his first World Cup, possibly if he gets past, Jamaica most likely, then it's going to be interesting, of course. Alvarez is in their midfield, a no-nonsense defender. Of course, Callum Wilson leads their line. His form up and down. We never know what type of Callum Wilson we will be getting, but we certainly have to treat it like a threat because there's Sosek, and you know what Sosek does against Man United. This guy is a guy who scores against United usually. So we have to be very focused. Eden Haven, well-deserved start. Long time coming, in my opinion. Big match in front of the home fans. I expect a big performance from him, guys. Let's shout out the youngster as he's been getting that motivation from Lamens, letting him know, I trust you. You're going to be the guy. You are there, and I'm behind you. Looks like the conversation from goalkeeper to centre back there. Let's see how the young man handles this game in front of the home crowd. A packed house tonight, 76,000 strong. You know what I mean? A few seats empty, but will be filled as scored according to, in Premier League seating accommodations. Man United always with that amazing support, packed houses at home, and the game has kicked off, guys. Let's go. Come on, you Red Devils. It's going to be very interesting. 100%. It's going to be what we see. Let's see what you guys have to offer, guys. I'm already darting into the area. Good to see. Good to see. This is what you want, an attacking start from Manchester United. No sitting back. We're at home. We need to take the game to West Ham. Let them know they are in our territory. It's nothing about, yeah, we're not like before. You can't take it to us at home anymore. Of course, we know, the manager has lost to Santos last season when he was the Forest manager, but he's at West Ham, guys. It's a different time. Of course, Andrew Kitchen is in the game, presiding over things. West Ham wins themselves a throw. Let's see how that goes. United as they try to pry that defense open. Casemiro now off to Cunha. Cunha plays it off to Luke Shaw. Diodalo, tries to cut back, but it doesn't get through. Back to Cunha. Cunha looks for space. Leaves it for Dalo. Dalo. Another throw in. And Bomo now. Cunha rolls it to Fernando on the edge of the D. West Ham just able to clear there. Now Ahmad is down. Penalty. He said no, he doesn't blow. The ball has been cleared upfield, but I'm certain that there should be a penalty for Manchester United. Is the referee going to bring this back? Is VAR going to bring this back? Was it a dangle of the leg? No contact? Ahmad did look at the referee there, but hard to say that it wasn't. Hard to say. Hard to say it wasn't a pen there, guys. Hard to say. And as a push. It looks like a push to me. I've seen softer penalties given, you know what I mean? Against United, Crystal Palace. Need I say more? Your boy is back, you know what I'm saying. I saw the replay. It looks like a push, Jack. But you know what can I say? You know what I mean? They're never gonna give us anything that's soft. They will give it against us though. You know what I mean? It's one of those times, my bro. It's one of those times. You just gotta hold that firm header away from. Ah, Man United looking decent in this game, going forward pretty well, guys. What are your thoughts? How do we look? I think we look pretty decent. You know what I mean? We look lively. The ball is fizzing around the park. Of course, we're at home. This is our home turf, so we should be looking that good. There's good link up in the players. We need that clinical edge. We need a finish. We need to score. And nothing like an early goal to get the Old Trafford crowd right behind the boys. Will that be our situation? Will Man United get a goal in the next few minutes? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Good move there. West Ham as a corner, guys. Pretty miserable, yeah. Only aliens will give you anything. Ah, bro. Fans like us too, bro. You know what it is. You didn't have one with a yellow card in 8 minutes. What? I'm trying to figure out how he got yellow cards so quick. Dang, tough yellow card to take. The six, he could get that goal for us. Oh, Bumba. Guys, that yellow card was kind of not unfair, but I mean, it's your first challenge, is 8 minutes into the game. Yeah, I don't understand that referee moving like that, bro. Penalty? What? No penalty? What? What? An untidy challenge like that? No pen? Nah. That's our pen, bro. That's our pen. That's our pen. Clear. That's wild. Guys. Yeah. The game's kind of slowed down a little bit after the yellow card and the no call, but And Man United get the rhythm back up and get themselves that early goal. 12 minutes on the clock. Poor clearance there from Lamens, not really helping the team. Referee had to get his equipment checked, technical difficulties. Hopefully not, bro. Come on, man. It's bad. We don't need that, bro. We don't need that energy right now, Broski. You know what I'm saying? That's bad. Luke Shaw starting all Premier League games so far for Man United. Consecutive 14 game starts for the Luke Shaw, man. No injuries this season. And say Luke Shaw very reliable. Reliable. Not too much so, I would say. I'm not too sure about reliable, but when he does competition, Roberto Carlos wakes up out of nowhere, Jekyll and Hyde business. West Ham with the counter. That should have been a free kick. This is wild. This referee not giving a single call. That is definitely a free kick. That should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card. This referee moving mad. That referee is ridiculous. Disagrees. That ref is a hater, bro. This ref moving like a maniac. Swear, bro. It's just so wild watching this some of these referees, the calls that is be making. It's like runs in. It's like it's like they're blatantly against Man United. Is the weirdest thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Jack. I think they're moving mad, bro. Like all of a sudden they could just take the piss with Man United no matter what they want, how they want, when they want. You know what I mean, guys? It's wild. Oh, ball forward for Bumo. Unable to get on the end of that. How is that not a Man United free kick throw in? Have to be, bro. Have to be. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. But I'm starting to, what I mean, dictate it a little bit to Man United. It's wild. Not understanding that one. Youth. Big up to youth. I mean, the kind of excuses they make for people missing these kind of shots is wild. That's basic volley. How is that offside? How is that offside? Bomba. Come on, United. Come on, give us something to cheer, guys. We need a goal. Come on. Mbumo, Ahmad, Mbumo, Dr. Mazarawi. Brother, we ain't lost to Everton at home in over 15 years before last time we lost to them, you know. Blah. Against West Ham right now. Yeah, we should be able to do our thing, guys. No stress. Can't problem. It's wild. We're not cohesive at all today, guys. Oh, ball there. And United equalize with get that goal with a corner. Opening the scoring. Come on, guys. Ariola with a save there. Denying Mbumo's curling effort. Punches. Yeah, bro. You look good there. Oh, good God. Bowen there taking the pressure off with a good control, getting his body in between ball and player, drawing an easy foul. And United starting to show some teeth again. Not much. We expected more consistent, control in this game. But in the last few minutes, there have been some schemes. You know what I mean? So check, man. So check. Don't be moving so nasty, bro. Get it right, buddy. Get it right. Jack, don't do that now, bro. Come on, bro. See. Ren criticized Euro too heavily, in my opinion, but it's what it is. So I feel like the players don't like him. 100%. Come on. Get in a cross. Go, boy, go, boy! Island. How West Ham survived it? Yo, Fernandez clipping the post there. We need a goal, guys. Van Bissaka doing it to Cunha right now, bro. What? That's wild. Wild. Good defending by Heaven there. Showing up big there, coming back in and making it difficult. Come on, United. Bring that opening goal. Let's cheer. Come on, Xerxes. I know you're going to score it. Oh! Cunha almost there, almost with a goal. Whips it to the far post from Ahmad. No one there. No one's there, guys. No one's there as the ball whips in. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Come on, they gotta chop it more in the mix. They can't play too far offside the post. They play it in front of goal, bro. Fernandez. Watch United come and score now, fellas. I've said it. The goal is coming. The next strike from United is back of the net bound. A 34th minute screamer. Or will it be a 35th minute well-placed strike? But I certainly think United will be getting themselves in a scoring position very soon. One second, guys. Power problems. Power problems. Man United is on the ball, however. Looking for that opening goal, guys. Looking for it. Looking for it. Will it come? That's the question. How is that not a penalty on Matthias Cunha? How is that not a penalty? The man never touched the ball. That is supposed to be a pen on Cunha. I don't understand. This referee cheating. This is pure robbery in this game. Pure robbery. Pure robbery, guys. Swear to you guys, that is the maddest thing I've seen. What? He went out when. Mad things happening in the game, guys. Mad things. Yeah. How is that not a pen? Like I trying to figure out. Man United with a free kick. Cunha stands over the free kick right now. Ah, mad. It's mad, guys. Maddening. It's really maddening right now, guys. Mainline. They're giving everything to West Ham. Like. West Ham is the home team, it look like, based on the referee decisions. Wow. West Ham here defending for their lives as Man United look to get that 1-0 goal. Will it come now? Can you feel it, guys? Will it be now? Will United score? That's the question. Oh! Guys, I need to check on this up here. What's going on here? One second. Callum Wilson there with an effort. Never goes successful though. West Ham with a corner. United have a corner to defend right now. Headed away. Another miss swing and a miss. Free kick given by the referee. What a shady referee, bro. What a shady referee. Halftime given by the referee there. Guys, technical difficulties is plaguing me right now, guys. Yeah, bro, we're gonna hold you accountable for that. Of course, that's gonna be what we're gonna be holding you accountable for. As you know, my guy, we'll be holding you accountable for that. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on the first half so far, guys? Of course, it's clear to see that we have allowed West Ham to get themselves back into the game on a firm grip on the game when Man United should have at least be taking the game to them. Not only that, but having that performance that says, we're home. We at home, guys. You know what I mean? Where is the performance from the home team that says we're at home? That is the question. The question in everybody's mind, guys. Where is the Man United that can control this game and get us into a situation where we expect a win? Of course, it's left to be seen. You know what I mean? I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 1 second. I just need to collect the delivery downstairs. So stay tuned. Your boy is here. I hopefully you guys could hear me on the microphone. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, yeah, I'm pretty sure you should be able to hear me really clearly with the mic. Not thrilled by the performance. I think we can be doing better, of course. Who's expecting Man United to come out and make us a resounding win? I can't say any one of us is expecting that kind of or sort of performance from Manchester United. What I can say is that certainly, performance, not seeing the best performance that we should be seeing is one of the things I would say most likely to be the situation. Of course, yeah, it must get better. It must get better, guys. And what what can we complain about? There were some good efforts in the game. Of course, I think because we are trying so many things, we don't look so cohesive going forward. So many players out injured, also creating a problem of consistency for Manchester United. But we are Manchester United. We need to rise above. It's just how it goes. Will the players be able to rise above? Will the manager make key tactical changes that win Manchester United this game? I 100% hope so, guys. Points, guys. A massive 3 points if we can win tonight, because it keeps us within the bounds of top five, top six. Whether your manager in or your manager out, the best possible scenario is Man United getting 3 points. You can deal with the manager and whatever else after that, but 3 points we need. Ahmad could have got a red. Well, I think if you look at the situation, Ahmad had eyes on the ball. Bowen charged in there recklessly. I think we need to start to make these players a little bit responsible for just throwing their head in places when they can see a guy is lining up to kick the ball. I don't know about you, my bro, but I certainly think that Bowen should have been the one penalized because he ran into that. And yeah, let's be honest, Ahmad couldn't see him coming from behind, bro. So it's difficult to blame Ahmad for that and say that Ahmad could have gotten a red card. I think that would have been beyond harsh and severely frustrating. A situation that you probably hope would never exist. But you know, again, it's one of those times.
is one of those times, guys. And of course, Manchester United have to hold themselves accountable. And this is a performance where, you might be right, Jack. It might be hammer him out type performance. I don't see anything that really screams to me. There's a lot of improvement. You know what I mean? I see that there's a lot of patience needs to be had with this team because we're still finding that consistency. And when we change players, it makes it all the more difficult to have a consistent performance. So it's lots of things, Jack. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things, and I totally understand your perspective because I'm frustrated by this manager as well. I don't understand what is he doing sometimes, and I don't understand his changes. I think the way he criticizes players sometimes, I don't know if I can get on board with that. Of course, these players are not account not res, not in, unresponsible or don't have they all have responsibility in last season, but at the same time, you have to build team mentality, you have to build trust, and it works both ways. You can't just blame guys and say it's their fault they weren't good enough when you're not probably giving them the best possible platform to perform at the best level. These are things that we also have to look at, guys. You know what I mean? And it makes it all the more frustrating because I think everyone thought when we sacked the last manager that it would be better days going forward, and it seems like there's darker days. And we're hoping for the better days to come in this current moment. I can't not lie, and but say that. But the game will be resuming shortly, guys. Of course, slight technical difficulties, but I got my laptop restarted, and of course the camera is loading up, so I will be back on screen shortly. Of course, guys, what are your thoughts on the first half performance? Let me know in the comments because it's going to be a difficult one. It's unfortunate that we don't have a much more sound performance. I would say we're still hoping for that bit of Bruno magic. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're missing. I think that's what we're missing, guys. You know what I mean? And to be fair, guys, I think there needs to be some tactical changes to the second half. Of course, it's going to be interesting to see what the manager does. For me, yeah, they need to come soon, quick and fast, guys, quick and fast. Because if not, we're going to struggle. I could already see it now, guys. And we can't afford to struggle in this game. We need 3 points. Looks like the players are getting ready to come back out on the pitch. Let's see what kind of performance awaits us in the second half, guys. Certainly expect a notch up from what we were seeing in the first half. Certainly expect the boys to come out firing. You know what I mean? Oh man, this Man United team, guys. Bit stressful. This Man United team. It's times like this when you expect a performance from the boys. You know what I mean? What can we expect from this team, guys? If not a performance from the boys. You know what I'm saying? It's certainly frustrating that you can't do so. And although Man United had more possession in the game, I would say to everyone that possession don't win games. We have 9 shots, 2 on target. They have 5 shots, 1 on target. Yeah, 216 completed passes today, 104, 81% back accuracy today, 72. But yeah, guys, we need to put that into a performance that's going to win us the game. Certainly. Certainly need to put that into a performance that's going to win us the game. Your boys. Your boy is back. You know it goes, guys. It's that interesting time as we get ready for the second half kickoff. What's going on here? The boys are back on the pitch. Let's get it in. Crap. Ah. And the game has restarted. United are in possession. Substitution, Eden Heaven. Then Euro comes into the second half.
And it's gonna be wild one, guys. What are these guys doing? We need a performance. This referee's giving everything to this West Ham team. Why? So uninspiring. And Boomer now pushed. off the ball there, easily dealt with.
That was
That
so
was so
easy,
easy, it wasn't even funny.
But was dealt with so easy, it wasn't even funny. Check this. That is wild. That is so wild, guys. So wild. Free kick to United. How is that not a yellow card? Hand all in the man's face. How is that not a foul? A yellow card. What the man hand doing around Casemiro face? Come on, United, let's get that goal. Will Manchester United get that elusive goal, guys? Certainly hoping so.
Oh, Shiza. My bad, guys. My God, my bad. 1-0 from Dallo. Cool, calm strike. I can't believe I was muted the entire time. Oh, man. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I apologize. Let me know if you can hear me now. Jack is not happy. Good goal from Diego Dallo as we look to score our second. Will Man United score a second goal here? Almost. Not quite. Off Lagasa to Areola. Could that be considered a back pass? No, I guess not, guys. It's not that. Yo, son, my bad. I forgot something was I was supposed to hear myself now, but I wasn't all the time, so I was forgot. That's why I wasn't. Big up to you, though, son in the building. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, my mic software wasn't working for a while. I'd wait like a couple, like 6 months to get actual update software that actually worked. Yeah, bro. So the mic is back. Of course, I have to work on some things because I was trying to not use these headphones, but I have to for now. Don't worry. The setup will upgrade shortly again. You know what I mean? Throw to Manchester United on the far side there. Forget how to do the green screen business, you know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. Work on a green screen business. Shouts out to Waffle Don in the building. You know what I mean? Arsenal winning a good game this week. Chilling, bro. You know how it goes. I'm not the biggest fan of this manager. Man United finally finding a way to score so late in the second half. We should have been dominating this game. Should have been at least a goal or two up in the first half. But it is what it is. Yeah, you know what I mean, bro. I feel like Dallo did well. You know what I mean. Placed it well, calm. It was coming. You know what I mean. Not that consistent domination that we expect, but we're gonna go up sometimes. Go level with the mighty Chelsea. Yeah? I mean, if you would call them the mighty Chelsea, fine. I mean, I know really one of those fans I would call it the mighty Chelsea. Results have to count, bro. You know what I mean? And It's for a long time we haven't been able to get proper wins, and the manager need to get results. It's like you could say that the team need developing. We could talk about players need to come in, but at the end of the day, you have to deliver results. You can't not deliver any results and keep talking about performances. Yeah, I think it's been a decent game so far, Drex. No, nothing to say. Nothing to say that we haven't performed. I think the first half we had some dips in the levels, but it was always going to happen every now and again. United is not that team, especially when we had to rotate heavily. We just dropped performance, so to be expected. I going easy on man them, bro. You mean you're making it seem like if I'm going hard on the team, I ain't going really hard on them. I ain't really criticize it too much. I expect us to win this game tonight. So, I'm looking for another game, another goal. I mean, to be fair, a little bit was more disappointed with the first half performance. Not gonna lie, because I feel like we should have at least a goal or two in the first half. But it's what it is, bro. Like it's Man United, it's not like if we were big bad Man United like we used to be. Right now, we looking to try to get back there. So I will be fair. You know what I mean? Man, them is feel I openly don't like the manager, but I feel like that's my right. I feel like not because I dislike the manager, I don't want Man United to win, and I feel like yeah, but these are the reasons why we buy Mbumo and we buy Matthias Cunha. So these are guys who people said were coming in to break down the low block. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I feel like we're supposed to be performing because we buy players to break down our low block. You know what I mean? Why not we not breaking down the low block? That's just my honest opinion. Like, I'm not trying to, of course, and I feel like this is one of the things where I will be also upset about. I feel like Joshua Zirkzee should have been the starting left end. A lot of people might be mad at me for saying that, but I feel like if Joshua Zirkzee was the starting left end, we'd have had 63 million pounds to spend on another player. Maybe we'd have had Belieber in the summer and still over getting Cunha because I feel like we're wasting Zirkzee. Exactly, bro. And that's why I keep telling men them the man performance will choose. I don't know why he bringing on this brother, bro. Man taking off Dallo to bring on how they call it Dogu. Blah. This manager moving mad. Yeah, bro, because you could see it, Of course, he says he's a 9.5. But when you see the man on the pitch, you see in that left end, he's naturally occupied our left-hand side of midfield and attack, and he's linked up well. I feel like that's just was slot him in there, bro. You know what I mean? That's just me. I would have spent the money more on a left wing back that we could depend on, not a developmental left wing back. And I would have get another midfielder like Stiller. So if it was me, I'd buy Chilkey and Stiller. And I get both of them for 60-something million pounds. Like, just be honest. 2 for the price of one. Another buy a left wing back. You understand? Man, them might be mad at that Chilkey shout, but I'm telling only that brother go and level up in this league and only go understand why I wanted him to be leveling up at Man United. Because he already better than Odegaard. He had the ability to create like Bruno. And he physical, he could dribble and he could shoot. Them is the kind of players you need. Yeah, I mean, bro, but this is Amarim brand of football. Repetitive. Same thing over and over. Go down the wings, left or right. Or you build up slow from the back and you look to cross it to a wing where the overload happening. And that's it. He not pulling up trees, but he in the wrong team, bro. That's the whole thing. Everybody's look at City. City's not the right team for his quality. is what we need in our 10. Our 10 are given rights to roam and to do whatever they please. And you give Turkey them kind of room to breed, he will damage people. Under Pep, he had to play a certain way, a certain structure. But under Amorim, he would have been a little bit more free. Yeah, I know you might think so, bro, but I just saw better football coming to our team faster if we had made those signings instead of the signing we made. That's just me. And could be vexed. I apologize. That's just my views. I help it. Ted Bundy got the chair, the electric one. Of course. Big opportunity wasted there. Poor cross there from Bowen. United Clare. That's what we're talking about. 5 corners apiece. Bro, Casemiro has been our best midfielder over this season so far. I would say he's the underrated man of the match for at least 10 out of the last 13 games. And possibly this game, because when Casemiro is on, we have a very much better chance of beating any team because our midfield is secure. They just have to go down the wings, which is what we want them to do. We want them to go into the channels around the wing. We want them to go down the sides because we expect to be able to defend the attacks from the sides. So this is why he's so important. Yeah, we definitely need to score a second goal. When it go and come, let's hope it be on this counter attack here. We have a corner to defend first. Casemiro is the guy, but I mean, Dogu's a wild man, bro. He already developing to go, like, you know what I mean? He's showing some little spurts here and there. And we gotta start to let go there, bro, because like I make my assessment early. I don't understand how he could play left back or right back or wing back. And you can't cross a ball. And if man them tell him he can play both sides of the pitch, you should be able to cross the ball on both sides of the pitch with both feet. Why was that not a foul? Corner. I think we top 6, possibly. That, you know, the quality of the squad is good as top 6, in my honest opinion. I just think we man says I die from Mbumo, yes. How is that a dive? How is that not a penalty? Every time a Man United player get fouled in the box, they anticipated the penalty. A man leave out the leg, that's supposed to be a pen. A man leave out the leg, whether he pull it back late, that kind of madman thing. Well, I mean, Shea Lacey, bro, you'll get to know. I know you all have a fella called Downing, but Downing dream about being Shea Lacey, bro. He dreams about it regularly. Yeah? And that's why you know. Ah! Oh, shiza. Yeah, you know what I mean? Don't worry, you go see Shea Lacey, bro. You see that youth man? Monstrous. Monstrous youth man. You know what I mean? Something like a young Giggs. You go see it. It's coming soon. Go ready. He coming to the Emiratis. You get tired. You might have a breaks. I know why the manager ain't getting him 10 minutes on this pitch. He bring on Dogu. This manager moving mad, bro. I telling you, this man looking for shit. Man to be on the case, boy. You're supposed to not. You're supposed to bring on Shea Lacey, not Doggo. You understand? I don't know what is be going on with this manager, bro. This manager, like he just take a little sip of the drugs. Sometimes I don't know. He afraid to play these youths, bro. Man, afraid to play these youths, bro. Like I don't understand it. Supposed to play that. Like, the man ruined Cheeto last season, bro. Cheeto in the academy. They're worried about Cheeto right now. They put him down in the under 18s. First, they think something wrong with him. They know what to do with him, bro. Swear to you. Disappointing. It's sad. Bro, they say Wan Bissaka moving like prime Cafu, yes? Bomba clot. And boom, we're getting away that ball real easy, boy. Yeah, this youth man, bro. I scout this youth man for about 3 years, you know. I ain't gonna lie, but I was telling every man them since the beginning of last summer transfer window, we buying this guy at the end on deadline day, and men them didn't believe me. So now that he here, and I tell men, I give them a good description of the player, people could tell you, bro, I describe him to a T. I just said, you know, they need to give him time. I never expected him to just be so good from the jump. But I know he's a very, very talented fella. So yeah, Ken Lamens, bro. Royal Antwerp, give we a gem. Don't worry, time more to come. You will see Orozco soon. Don't worry, Orozco. You see when he land, man, never know that he and Sekou Kone, different gravy. Yeah. Nah, boy, I wasn't that. He looked like Shea Lacey is looked like a Ugarte and he can not kitten. He's a little smaller though, but yeah. Ugarte and Mount in the building. Good substitution, Cunha. I don't know, guys. If I had to rate Cunha performance, I'll give him a solid 5 for tonight. Didn't do that much. You know what I mean? Nothing 63 million pounds worth really. Xerxes off as well. Manager goes a bit defensive. This is why I say, guys, he should have bring on a Shea Lacey, attacking winger, a guy who could cross the ball, who could dribble a man. You know what I mean? They ain't bringing Shea Lacey at all. Bring on Dogu, brother. Nah, you got no stress. Ugarte is a beast, bro. Man just want Ugarte to be a player. He's not. He's a breaker, a destroyer. He's destroy. You know what I mean? That he first tactic to destroy. Nah, possibly not, but you know, when it's on the 98 minute, because you know they'll give you about 6, 7 minutes of extra time. You know this referee hate we. So when they do that, then we gotta think of the scene. Wan Bissaka yellow card. Finally a yellow card for West Ham. I mean, like when, like, bro, it's wild. I wanna give them memberships, boy. Internet moving mad. The internet is moving mad, absolutely. Oh, I ain't lying, dog. Who could get you pocket picked, boy? You're on the you're on the it have two, it have a mobile link and then it have the main link. So maybe you're on the mobile link, bro. So yeah, it's showing it have a mobile link short. So it look like that on one side and then it have a actual main screen normal business. Yeah, man, but Saka had a good game tonight. He performed well against me. He looked like he playing at home. Oh goodness, and Bumo. Yeah, shout outs, bro. I find like Mbumo having a poor run of form the last three games, bro. Like it's unreasonably poor. Not expected from him. He real struggling in the last couple of games, and normally he's one of our best players week in, week out. You know what I mean? It's tough. Brother. Doggo looking like he looking to he channeling that young Jimi Hendrix, yeah? As we're saying, Jack. Doggo channeling a young Jimi. A young Jimi Hendrix. Bombaras. Doggo straight to Bruno. Who carrying a knock there? Doggo? He carry no knock. What knock he carrying? He looking for style. He looking for a style to fit himself, bro. Who's that, Bruno? Yeah, that decent cross, bro. Probably Bruno carrying a knock. Probably. Because, bro, he hasn't looked nothing like the Mbumo that we know. And I can tell you this, bro. Mbumo was the man when we buy him. I was like, yeah, that was one signing I was extremely happy with because I know he was going to bring that dog on the right side of the pitch in attack for we. You know, that we need now, you know what I mean? At the same time, yeah, it's disappointing when you don't see him at the level that you expect from him, you know what I mean? Potts is not a bad player, no fellas. I ain't lying to tell all you. Potts look very interesting. He looked like Michael Carrick on the pitch for me. I just being honest with all you. Potts look in this game like how man Michael Carrick used to look for me. What? 1-1? Oh shit. Ah shit. How is that a equalizer? Bomba. Jesus. Oh God, boy, this manager, boy, I blaming he, boy. Them substitutions he make. Oh my God. You take out Joshua Zirksey, boy. Brother, I don't know, boy. I don't know, boy. I don't know neither, bro. But that is clear, bro. You make substitutions unnecessary on the pitch. Unnecessary subs cause that goal, bro. Man, they might laugh and be vexed with me saying that, but it's the truth. Unnecessary sub scores that goal. I was on a red card for Van Bissaka. Sure, getting a yellow card. The fudge I seen here, boy. Where's the yellow card for Wan Bissaka? Wan Bissaka supposed to be on a red. This referee smoking crack or? But the referee clearly watched. That is a yellow card offense, bro. The man ain't even the man play on the man in bro. That is a red card. How is that? Look at that tackle, bro. That is mad. That is crazy, guys. That is crazy. That is crazy. This I can't lie, fellas. This is horrible. Of course, that goal get hammers a lift, bro. Bro, this manager just keep doing this, bro. You don't make them kind of subs at the end of the game, bro. You don't go that way, boy. At home, you ain't had no 2-0 lead, nothing. You have a 1-0, boy. If it's one man, you had to bring in that experienced defender, bro. You ain't bringing no experience in defense. They take off experience and quality, bro. You bring on Dorgu. Since Dorgu come on, yeah, the West Ham attacking both flanks right through, bro. Since Dorgu come on. It's wild. I real can't understand that, fellas. I'm being honest here. Hey, watch. Since Dorgu come on, we lost this game. That man is sabotage Man United every week, bro. That man bring on Dorgu when he should have bring on Lisandro Martinez, you know, King. And bring I tell all you know, bro. This manager just sabotage we, you know. People don't believe me, you know. This manager just sabotage we winning games, bro. Bro, the man forget Ugarte, boy. Ugarte had to come on Casemiro retired, bro. But you had to bring on Shea Lacey. You can't bring on a guy who ineffective on the left wing back, bro. The man can't defend. He can barely do well going forward. Look at that. Where's the yellow card there? The man go rip off the man's shooter. No yellow card, you know. And this man have been playing the ball around, knocking it around, bro. Yeah. No yellow card. Nah, bro, man doesn't lie. When I tell men about it, bro, men just feel like I be joking and thing and thing. All them thing is kill game and kill players will to win because it's like the game. The ref knowing lost the plot, bro. There's the ref plot from the beginning, bro. If you watch some of the tackles he letting go from West Ham whole game, and the tackles he giving cards to Man United players, bro. He had an agenda from the beginning. We mean how we could do this at OTP, Joe. Man, run things, bro. You have Sir Jim Radcliffe kissing everybody, but you feel anybody respect he? Nobody don't respect he no more, bro. And no more respect for United no more. What should the shit this man doing now, boy? What a shit cross from Dogu, bro. I wouldn't lie, bro. Swear to God, this manager what we lost, boy. Hey, he is the worst manager. You know, if he lost tonight, he would have been the first manager in over 60 years or 70 years, right? Somewhere around 1920 to have lost 10 games at home so quickly. He lucky, bro. This manager mad. And men them want to beg for this guy, bro. He is shit. They need, bro. He does always do something to throw off our team win, boy. Then go and blame the team for he mistakes. Just like he blamed Lenny Roro last week for the penalty. Why is your shit, bro? I can't done talk about this fool, bro. I'm telling all you. He blamed Lenny Roro for that penalty, whereas he set the team up to lose that game. Watch out that. Where's the yellow card on Fernandez? Men them could just kick away, men them, push away, men them from West Ham like what? And as Man United, that man a tackle that little meaty, yellow card. This ref is a cheat, boy, and a disgrace. But is the normal? Once Man United playing cheat, PGML will go defend it. Good result. Bro, you mad or? Supposed to win this game, telling me about good result. They are shit result, boy. You mad or? I can't even get to YouTube right now, broski. I'll make you a mod, but I can't get to YouTube right now, bro. This manager, bro, he's our rankers, bro. I hate this guy. Guys, what was Bruno doing? Yeah, I see that, bro. But bro, they bring on men like Dogu to kill him, bro, to lose the game, and then ask what Bruno doing. But this manager sending men crazy on that pitch, bro. This manager sabotaging this team. You bring on that brother, bro, number 13 in a black week. Mad. That bad luck all around. The man can't done lose the ball. Can't done get foul. No foul given. Apparently, the referee say he is just foul. So they don't never get no fouls on Dogu. You gotta stop play he. Like when Amarim want to lose, he's bring on Dogu. Or they need to sack him. I don't know. He's a terrorist. He is a terrorist, bro. You playing Dogu over Shea Lacey, that's a sackable offense. Sackable offense, bro. This 1-1 draw is garbage. Blame on the manager. No player can get blamed when you sabotage all the hard work of the team. Brother, Dogu is the reason they score. He can't defend. He can't go forward without losing the ball. Every time he get the ball, he lost in the ball. He's the reason. He can't defend against the man. So all the pressure come down that left side. How you think the goal score? Early men them is be moving mad. I not Dogu. That the manager, boy. The manager know that was going to happen, boy. You see every week when he come on the pitch. Every week when Dogu come on the pitch, we just get overrun. Every single week when he come on the pitch, bro. Waffle. Me know about you, bro. Every time this brother come on the pitch, we get defensively weaker. Yeah? And weaker forward on this left side. They don't care about he. Because guess what? He's rubbish. They don't care about he. They don't expect he to pass a good pass. They just give him a million miles of space. And there's pressure here every time when he on the ball, he's winning. Bro, I sabotage. Facts, bro. A Buddha performance. This ref mad. This ref cheat with the game out of 2 penalties. Cheat with this game out of a red card. Brother, let me tell you something. It's his fault for the goal. Because he was the whole reason that goal get conceded in the first place, because he can't win a defense. He can't defend. 1-1, bro. Shit result as usual. Yeah. This manager is a disgrace. I telling all them and them, the man in game management is the worst I see in the history of Manchester United. We never had a worse manager when it comes to in-game management. The man always making these mistakes with substitutions that cost us games. And then he just go on to blame the player for his shit. Right through. The man play a shit team against Everton and then blame Lenny Euro. It's madness. Bro, I not going to say selling Garnacho is sabotage, but in a game like this, you need a player like Garnacho to come on the pitch, and we had one. Yeah. But you get rid of that for Dogu. Sackable. Yeah, Wilcox bring Dogu here. Why? He was statistically the worst player in the Serie A under 20 in his bracket of left wing backs, left back, right back. He was the worst, statistically the worst under 21 player in the whole of Italy. And they buy he for £30 million. This manager crazy, and the men supporting him even worse. I tell you. Man, them can say Garnacho is shit. Garnacho have more goal contributions and better performances than Matthias Cunha. That cost we £63 million. Better performances than Dogu week in, week out, hands down. I don't even know how. Boy, the man can at least cross the ball and at least hit a shot on target. Just want to put that out there. So all these mad things, bro, I don't understand it. What is diabolical is the manager bringing on Dogu, and every time he does, we look to lose. It's facts. Go and check it. Every time Dogu come on, the next team is focused on Dogu and find ways to get attacks on. And that's what's going on. And the manager just keep doing this. Bro, you are blind. We know you're a hater because we obviously know you never see Garnacho play if you say he can't cross a ball. That's wild. That is pure diabolical from you, broski. You know, shake up yourself. But what we buy Mbumo for? What we buy Cunha for? We bought those brothers to break low blocks. So we pay 63 million and 70 million for what? Brothers who was always breaking low blocks, bro. Because that way these brothers is win against lower block teams. But no. All of a sudden we need to learn why we pay 100 and something million for them two brothers. Because they came to break low blocks, bro, and score against low block teams. And guess what? Can no team Matthias Cunha scoring against, bro? He don't never look like scoring. Man, best qualities ball carries. Better we keep Xerxes on the pitch, bro. Better we did start Mason Mount. Yeah, but bro, listen, yeah. I never said we did. So I don't know where that statement come from, but I could tell you this. We bought Matthias Cunha, 27-year-old Finnish article, who's supposed to be the guy to score against these low block teams. We bought Mbumo for the same thing. And if you want to take it to Ten Hag, he didn't have those guys. He had young men, Garnacho, who was 20, Højlund, 20. Brother, what we doing? Come on, bro. what's frustrating is that this manager has zero tactics. He does the same thing repeatedly over and over, week in, week out, and expects a different result. It's madness. You cannot bring on Dorgu in this kind of game because you need to be secure. You need to maintain pressure. And Dorgu does neither of the two. That is a managerial decision. Poor choice. So you could say to me lots of things, my bro. I'd be so real with you. But at the end of the day, what we have seen in black and white, you don't need color screen to see that the manager had fault for the why we lost. We come back and draw this game. His substitutions was trash. And that is a fact. I would have started Mason Mount instead of Cunha because Mason Mount would have given a better performance. I would have bring Cunha on into this game. We would have probably had 2 goals. But again, I digress. We take the risk off. He went for back 5. So, I mean, this manager at home is go to a back 5 regularly. If that is not a sackable offense, guys, I don't know what to tell all you. I apologize. Men them could be vexed with me and don't want to watch my streams, but this brother is the worst manager, Man United manager I have ever seen in my lifetime. And facts support that. His performance thus far since becoming manager also supports that. And until he proves otherwise, I still looking at him with a side eye like he's not good enough to be our manager, guys. I've been real honest because this performance was near drab and he made it even worse. But when has Cunha been really good, bro? He's had probably 10 shit games and 3 good games in 12 performance, bro. I can't even begin to talk about it because these performances don't scream anything other than individual brilliance from the players in the team. And a manager who has no clue or experience on how to get these players to perform. Yeah? Yeah, well, we could keep blaming. Just listen here, bro. Every time this manager have no tactics to win, we blame it on having and not having a player. Bro, it have an academy. Use it. If Man United didn't have hundreds of millions, he would have to use the academy like he used to do at Sporting. So since when he's a money manager, bro? Since when he must get ready-made? Bro, he had improved players, bro. And you can't tell me that this manager could just come here and not be expected or hold accountable for not improving any single player in the squad. It's crazy. Yeah. The man took off Dalot, bro, when Dalot was doing everything right. Well, I go tell all boy. This manager wanted to lose. Man, them will be mad at me for saying that, but this man sabotage me. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah. This guy wanted to lose. Guys, sorry about that. Of course, you know what happened there. Yeah. My camera cut out there, but I will be calling it a wrap tonight, guys. Thank you for joining me. No, bro, listen, yeah. You won't win it all, but this guy doesn't win much at all to begin with. So at least we should get a manager that could win games, bro. This manager has proven one thing. He consistently loses and draws. He's lost and drawn more games than he's won at Man United in the Premier League. And that's all I had to say about that, guys, because realistically, what more can I say? What more can I say other than that? This manager has not done anything. Yeah, he's not created any competition. He's only created complacency. And that's a fact because he does not promote and rotate players for competitive reasons. He's only sub players when they're unavailable. That's when you see changes. And he just change the same players, whether or not they're losing us games week in and week out. He just do the same changes week in, week out. This guy is the reason why we is shit. Not the players, it's the manager. He's only as good as your leader. And Amarim, let's be real, He's not one of the best leaders in the league. He's not one of the best leaders, period. And he has shown that and proven that multiple occasions. It's been your boy Markin. Please have a wonderful night. You know what I mean? I didn't mind Evan playing center back, but to be fair, bro, I feel like he does make shit decisions, bro. When it comes to that, the brother was playing good all first half, and nothing. Yeah, Ahmad had a terrible game tonight. Ahmad had a terrible game. Cunha had a terrible game, and Boom had a terrible game. But yet still they'll play 78 and 90 minutes because guess what? The manager depended on these guys. He don't have any other options. He is afraid of trying the youth, and people will make excuses for him. I am not. I think he needs to go. And that's my word, guys. You know what I mean? So shout out to you guys in the building. Big up to each and everyone coming in. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe. Of course, guys, please check your notification bells because apparently YouTube is not sending out notifications for my channel when I go live. Just to make sure that you let YouTube know you guys support this channel and you're part of the community. Please check your notification bells and recheck them, please. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. Bro, I sincerely think we wasted $63 million on that signing. I'll be honest with you guys. Yeah. But, you know, we'll be back with Premier Roundup on Monday. Guys, live. Hopefully all the boys will be here. Drex and, you know, big up to Bali Tech and all these guys. Hopefully they'll all be here. Waffle Don as well. Chelsea Dan as well. All these guys should be here. And hopefully we'll have a very interesting discussion about this week's performances. I'm very disappointed in this performance currently, and I'm telling you guys now, yeah, this manager needs to go, from my opinion.
Baby.